Welcome back. As you know, I am Eli, the computer guy, here for your daily dose of the roars as I talk about the absolutely stupid stuff going on in the world of technology so that I can get the dirty YouTube money so I can fund Silicon Dojo. Authorityless, gatekeeperless, free to end user, hands-on technology education that empowers you to do whatever the hell it is you want to do. We have many classes coming up. We have a class coming up on extending AI capabilities with REST APIs. We have a class coming up on AI computer vision with Moondream, and we have many, many more. If you're interested in looking at our schedule, please go to silicondojo.com. If you want to help support free to the end user education, there is a donor box link down below. And with that, I suppose this is a good shirt. I now have so many t-shirts, I honestly feel like I need to start picking the t-shirt based off of the set of topics for today. And yes, fish around and find trout is definitely a good t-shirt for today. So I've been talking about the Ballad of Nexperia and questioning when the Ballad of Nexperia will end. Will it end like Lost? Will it end like Battlestar Galactica? Will it end like Longmire, or will you just stop watching it somewhere in the middle? Not really because you dislike it anymore. You're just kind of tired and you've heard about it for a while. And you're like, oh yeah, that show still had a couple more seasons. Maybe I should watch those someday. Probably not. So anyways, Nexperia has been going along complete and utter disaster, right? The Western world has been showing the Chinaman what's what. And apparently the what is that we are weak and pathetic and can't figure out what the fuck our own policies are. That's the nice thing about not having clear policies and clear goals, is you never have to admit that you lost. If nobody has any fucking clue what a win looks like, well then they can't claim that you lost because you never told them what the win was gonna be. So anyways, right, the Netherlands, the Dutch basically seized this company, Nexperia. It was a European company that was purchased by a Chinese company many years ago. Basically, there's this whole national security, to be clear, horse crap that they use in order to seize Nexperia. As soon as they seized it, China shut off shipments. So basically, Nexperia sent wafers and things to China to be packaged, to be turned into the final product. Basically, China then just said, well, this packaging factory can no longer ship product to the rest of the world, and everything kind of blew up. So right, anyways, the Dutch being the Ken dolls that they are. Dear Mr. Fong, I will have you realize, Mr. Fong, and almost none of these videos do I actually directly insult the Chinese. I question China's supremacy mindset, but I almost never actually insult the Chinese. Mr. Fong, Mr. Half Chinese man, you know who I do insult the shit out of? The fucking Europeans, because they're as smooth as fucking Ken dolls. Buckaroo Banzai. Maybe Mr. Half Chinaman should also think about the other half of their nationality to realize who I'm actually insulting. But that's a funny thing. Nobody cares if I insult Europeans. If I insult Chinese people, oh my God, that's so horrible. If I insult Europeans, people are like, well played. I'm just saying, it's a weird world, Mr. Fong. But anyways, right, and the Dutch being the Ken dolls that they are, a couple weeks, I guess it was last week, basically said, oh, we're not actually going to seize Nexperia. So we all thought this disaster was going to be over, right? So these chips that Nexperia produces, that gets packaged in China, basically they're used by damn near all auto manufacturers around the world. The first factory to be hit by this, to understand, was Honda, a Japanese company in Mexico. So right, this is how global it is. It's hitting Alabama car manufacturers, it's hitting European car manufacturers, it's hitting Japanese car manufacturers, it's hitting the Brazilian auto industry. So a big deal, right? The Dutch screwed the world. The Dutch had no plan when they decided to prove that they were Ken enough, and they weren't. They weren't Ken enough. Anyway, so they're relinquishing the seizure. Supposedly they're giving Nexperia, the headquarters, back to Wingtech, the Chinese company. But the weird part is, because they're European. You know how Europeans do. They're like, yeah, we're going to give you back your company that we stole. You know, maybe when we get around to it, we are definitely going to we are announcing that we're giving you back your company. We have announced that. Oh, actually giving you back the company? Actually giving you back your voting rights? Actually reinstalling your CEO? Actually doing the things required to roll back the seizure? Oh, hold your horses, Chinaman. Hold your horses. No. We have said what we have done. I think that's a bit of a bridge too far to actually ask us to do that shit. So anyways, that's the weird world that we're in. And one of the reasons why Nexperia is actually a good example of the disaster of the disintegration of globalization is I don't think people fully realize all the systems that are connected in order to create our modern world. Not only are there the tariffs and the trade rules and all of that kind of stuff, but there's financing components, there's contracts between manufacturers, there's actually shipping products all around the world. And the thing is when you spend 10 or 20 years building up a system, it's kind of like, you know, every week, as I talk about pushing the ball forward, every week, imagine for 30 years, imagine for 3 decades, you have all of these people all slowly pushing their ball forwards. And it goes farther and farther and farther. And so after 3 decades, and the ball's gone a really long distance. But it seems pretty easy. It seems like, oh, look, it's just easy. People just go and push a ball. So that's pretty easy to get to. But the problem is nobody looks at all the work, all the structure that went into getting the ball where it's at. And so the problem is if you push that ball all the way back to the beginning, right? It's gonna be a disaster. People are not gonna know what the hell to do. And it's a bit of a crap show. So yeah, this is coming from, whatever it's called, South China Times or whatever else. Nexperia's Chinese owner, Wingtech, says Dutch headquarters remains silent on call for talks. In a statement, Wingtech reiterates its intention to fully regain its shareholder rights in the chipmaker. Which, yeah, you know, if the Dutch were actually going back on the seizing of the company, you would kind of think that would happen. But no, it's the modern world. It's the modern world. Wingtech Technology, the Chinese owner of Nexperia, said it had received no meaningful reply after reaching out to the Dutch chipmaker's headquarters for talks. See, the government's out of it. Hey, look, we're not seizing your company anymore. Now you have to figure out what's going on. Can you imagine this shit? Can you imagine this shit, right? Your company is taken over by another nation. They install their own CEO. They take voting rights, all your voting rights on the whole 9 yards. And then that other nation says, oh, well, we are no longer going to seize your company anymore. And they kind of like give it back as is. So give it back with the CEO in charge, give it back without you having any voting rights. And now this isn't a nation state issue. This is just a normal corporate problem. Oh, dear Europeans, you do realize you're not nearly as smart as you think you are. This is the kind of cute ass shit Europeans fucking pull. And they're like, yeah, look at how smart we are. No. Jesus Christ. No, stop licking the walls. Stop licking the walls. It's not doing you all any good. Quote, it is deeply regrettable and puzzling, fair enough, that despite our utmost sincerity, the Dutch side of Nexperia has not made any substantive response to our proposal for communication, Wingtech said on Sunday. So for me, this is yesterday. This wasn't a while ago. The Shanghai-listed company did not disclose the details of its outreach effort, but urged Nexperia's headquarters to present, quote, a constructive solution with goodwill to restore Wingtech's legitimate control over the chipmaker and fully reinstate the Chinese company's shareholder rights. Which, again, sounds completely fair. There's no part of it. Like, the Dutch government relinquished their seizure, so give the shit back to China. Give the shit back to China, you fucking Ken dolls. Anyway, the statement came 2 days after Wingtech said it would use all possible legal means to regain control of Nexperia and pressure the Dutch government to take further action. These developments signal that Wingtech is asserting its demands following the Dutch government's decision to pause its intervention in Nexperia. So as far as I've been able to tell, the Dutch government has paused its intervention in Nexperia, so the shit should be given back, right? Although a ruling by the Dutch Enterprise Chamber on October 7th, which stripped Wingtech of shareholder control and ousted Nexperia CEO Zhang Huijing, remains in effect. So apparently, this is what they're trying to say, is you had the Dutch government, they made a decision in order to do the seizure, and then you had this other Dutch Enterprise Chamber, which is a different bureaucratic organization that stripped the CEO of his position and the voting rights. And so that's something else, apparently. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. That's not what's important. The outcome of Wingtech's efforts to reclaim control of Nexperia, which generates most of the Chinese company's revenues and profits, remains uncertain. Wingtech recently named Sophie Shen Xingjie, an experienced general counsel and Columbia Law School graduate, as president, indicating that the company was preparing for a legal battle. Legal experts said they anticipated a protracted fight as Wingtech sought to challenge the Dutch court's decision, the Post reported. So, yeah. This is what's going on with Nexperia now. So one part of the Netherlands government, one part of the Dutch government basically stopped the seizure proceedings. But then a different part of the Dutch government is continuing to strip the ability of the CEO to be CEO and stripping out all of the voting rights. So again, that's an interesting thing. It's not simply restricting what can or cannot be done. It's not simply saying you cannot transfer hardware from Europe to China. I would not agree with that, but that would be a limited intervention. Again, the interesting thing here is how this is not limited interventions. It's how extreme this intervention is, and so that they've just simply taken all of the voting rights from the Chinese shareholders, which is a hell of a thing. And now the question is what's the process for this going forward? Is this just what the Dutch government thinks is acceptable, that they can just grab this company and there's not going to be any consequences to it? They think like half the Dutch government can say, "Oh, we so sorry," don't pay attention to what the other half of the Dutch government is doing. Like this is a complete mess. I've talked about this before. The argument on why you should invest in the quote unquote West versus why you should invest in China. Like the argument, and it's a good argument. Fuck you bastards, it's a good argument. The argument is we have a rule of law. We have strong systems in place to protect citizens and shareholder value, right? The argument is in China, you're under whims of the political establishment, right? Well, what we're seeing and what we've been seeing over the past couple of years is this whole concept of lawfare in the West, right? And these people think that they're being smart, and these people think that they're being funny, and they think they're being fucking cute. They think they're being fucking Ken dolls. Look at me. Right? Aren't I so smart? We are using the law to attack those that we don't like. You mean what you say China does? What you say China does? Yeah, no, that's not a good way to go. It's not a good path to go down for any of us, right? And it weakens our entire system just for everybody around. So anyways, so this is what's currently going on with Nexperia. What it means at the end of the day, who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? The Europeans don't actually have to put a plan on the table. They don't actually have to follow through with the plan. They just get to look like Ken dolls all the fucking time. Have you seen how attractive that minister is? You know that minister that said he would do it exactly the same way again? Look at how pretty he is. Yeah, I'll take a ugly, fucking pimply, fat-ass motherfucker that actually has a plan and understands how geopolitics works. How about we get some fucking ugly, fat-ass politicians that actually understand how supply chains and geopolitics works and put them in office and let the fucking Ken dolls go to the goddamn beach. How about that? Anyways, so what do you think about this disaster? What do you think about this disaster? What do you think about Mr. Fong? What do you think about the thought that Mr. Fong gets so mad? He gets so mad. I make one Piss poor joke. He loses his mind. Does 2 videos about me. He puts videos on TikTok. I'm on TikTok because of Mr. Fong. All because supposedly in one tiny way, I insult as a Chinaman. On the other hand, Mr. Fong, who's half Chinaman, half something else, doesn't seem to give 2 shits when every fucking day I come in and talk about what ballless motherfuckers the entire European race actually is. The fact that they've only been fucking shitting out Ken dolls for the past 80 years. Isn't it funny, Mr. Half Chinaman only focuses on when I insult one part of his ethnicity. Isn't that a little funny? Anyways, put your thoughts down below. How do you think this shit's gonna go? Do you think this is gonna get bad? Do you think 2026 is gonna be so much worse? Anyways, fish around and find trout, as they say. Put your thoughts down below. If you like these videos, give us a thumbs up. If you hate these videos, give us a thumbs down. Call me amazing, call me a dumbass. Just be a real Lutnick. Make sure your comments have thumbs the way our cows do here in America, and put a strong American comment down there. Do remember I do these videos in order to support Silicon Dojo, authoritative gatekeepers, free to the end user, hands-on technology education that empowers you to do whatever the hell it is you want to do. We have a class coming up. I guess it's next week now. Oh, these classes keep coming on. Next week, we have a class on extending AI capabilities using REST APIs. A couple weeks after that, we're having a class on AI computer vision using something called Moondream. We're going to be having more classes. These are in-person classes, so if you're interested, take a look at the schedule at silicondojo.com. If you want to throw some money in to help support the project, that would be ever so lovely. There's a donor box link down below. And with that, see you later.